Hello everybody, my name is Bill Nissen and I'm thrilled that you joined us to watch this video, that you wanted more information on what we're talking about with this new science in water. So again, Merlin Yockstick is a gentleman that created what we now know as Essentia water, which is like the #1 alkaline water out there with a 9.5 pH. And this has just been taking over the health food market for healthy functional water. But we've got, as we said in the earlier video, we've got the next level of technology, the next level of science. And I just want Merlin to explain why this is different than what you had here with Essentia, and just to tell your story, how you got that started, and what brought you to what's happening today that we're going to be hearing about.
Okay. Well, basically what's different about the new generation of water that we're bringing out is that it's hydrogen rich and oxygen enhanced. The alkaline water, which is now taking the world, as Bill is mentioning, kind of by a storm after 20 years of its initial introduction. But science and technology, being like everything in water and everything on the planet, has now advanced. And one of the original founders of the entire electrolysis industry in Japan has been working with this technology for about 40 years. Discovered that the alkaline aspect of this really wasn't alkaline.
Really?
He discovered that the reason that a digital meter is needed to test the pH and that it shows a high alkalinity of 8, 9, 9.5, whatever the alkaline water might be, that it was actually showing an ionic product or an energetic product within the water versus alkalinity. And he was always confused why you let this water sit out over 24 hours just to prove to yourself that it's not really alkaline water, and it will go back to its original source pH. So you can try that on your own if you want. If you have an alkaline machine at home, let it sit in a cup of water for 24 hours and you'll see the alkalinity literally unravel.
Wow.
And what's happening is the water's oxidizing given its exposure to the air, and so it's losing that ionic product that it carries to carry that pH. So when he found out that it's not the pH that's the mechanism that's making us healthy and providing all those functional health benefits, he said, what is it? And of course he knew the hydrogen was important, so he started looking at that aspect. And figured out how to design just a hydrogen-rich water and environment. And then he also decided to add another component that's very important, which is oxygen. The alkaline waters that we're drinking around the country and around the world are low in oxygen. In fact, the electrolysis system pulls out the oxygen so that it doesn't oxidize the pH and so forth, which means that it has a very low dissolved oxygen content. He figured out a way to enhance the hydrogen and enhance the oxygen simultaneously. So the best way to say that the two biggest benefits are more hydrogen, thus more antioxidant properties, and more oxygen. Now the oxygen serves not only to maintain healthy cells, but it serves as an inflammation reducer.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we're all trying to eliminate to keep disease away. Eliminate inflammation, provide the body with free radical scavengers, antioxidant properties. Now you're creating the absolute best opportunity at the cellular level to maintain a healthy cell.
So the oxygen, the old thinking was the oxygen was actually oxidizing the water and was causing problems. But what you now know is infusing more oxygen there actually makes this a more effective antioxidant. Is that correct?
A more effective inflammation reducer.
Gotcha.
Plus, provide the fuel that the cells needs. But certainly the hydrogen is critical. It's the primary antioxidant because it's got a minus electron, and so it'll attach onto those free radicals that are roaming around and that we're making constantly. But the oxygen focuses more on, oxygen eats inflammation. That's just what it does. The more oxygen we can consume, the less inflammation we have at the organ and the cellular level, and thus the less deterioration of the body.
Okay, so we saw the power of alkaline water, and we saw health benefits from that, but this is the next tier of technology. So this is bringing what to the table? What is this? What could the average person be expecting if they were to use this new technology instead of what they've been doing with alkaline water?
Well, I guess I would say it's kind of alkaline plus. I mean, if you want to be drinking the best and getting the most bang for your dollar, certainly the price is going to be probably the same. I don't know that we're going to try to add any additional price point to it. The machines are actually less. They're about half of what many of the electrolysis machines are. So you're not going to have to pay more for this unit or more for the water, whether you buy it in a bottle on a store shelf, which will be coming on down the road as well. But it's like for the same amount of money, you're just getting a much more qualified functional drinking water that just brings more benefits for the same cost.
All right, so we're going to be seeing something that's going to allow us to have more energy. It's going to get us hydrated more easily. It's going to allow us to see this infusion of hydrogen and oxygen into our body so that it's going to have those health benefits as far as fighting disease, creating an antioxidant system to help us fight off cancer and other disease as well. So this is the next level of technology that's going to revolutionize the water industry.
Yeah. And I'll add one other thing that we don't normally talk about because most people don't know too much about this or think about this, but there also is an improved dissociation with this water over the alkaline water or ordinary drinking waters. And I'm not being a scientist or a medical doctor myself, I won't attempt to explain that, but if you want to do any homework on that, you'll understand how important dissociation is in the body, and this has a very high dissociation compared to conventional alkaline waters or certainly spring or purified drinking waters.
Well, I wanted to give this to you directly from the source. And Merlin is a gentleman that brought alkaline water into the marketplace that later became Essentia Water. And then when this new technology came into place, they basically came up to you, the inventor said, we trust you with this. We want to see this get in the market with somebody that's got a passion for our mission, which is to get healthier water that's going to change the quality of life for individuals.
Yeah, that's very true. I was delighted to be contacted by them, and I was just at a stage and phase that said, yeah, I kind of got this started and lost touch with it, but I'm ready for another challenge, and to know that we're going to be bringing out the next generation with health and wellness becoming such an important industry in the United States and so critical to healthcare that no better time to get back into it, bring out the next generation, reinvent another category, and have fun and work with some great marketing people that appreciate all these same kinds of values.
Oh, absolutely. This is exciting times for me. This is something that you're going to be able to be on the front end on. We're kind of doing a beta test market right now, so you can really experience this, and we're going to make it worth your while. So if you want more details on how that's going to work, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to be working with the machines, but we're going to be taking this in several different levels, because I know we've talked about that as you have your home machine, but then you get other water when you travel. We're going to be addressing all of that so you can have the best of the best in a lot of different mediums in the water industry so that we can impact that. But on the front end, we're going to be talking about the machines, getting your feedback on that, dialoguing with you on it, answering your questions, and that's the reason for this video. And we're going to have a lot of other information so you can dig into this right here on this site so you can get your questions answered. But we are going to be getting some of these machines so you can take advantage of this. And we'll go into details on how you get it set up and get all that taken care of. But this is to help you understand that this is the new technology. This is the new science that you are able to get in front of that right now really few other people in this entire country even know exists. So this is a time for us to take action, to take advantage of this window. So thank you so much, Merlin.
My pleasure.
All right.